all of these things can truly, I mean, the science is there. You can truly change the mindset and the impact on your brain by having these gratitude practices. And, I struggle with my mental health a lot. And so having this time to really look forward to create a gratitude practice does really help boost me during the holidays.
Hey there, this is Unburdened by Hope, the podcast that helps you harness your possibility and fuel your purpose. I'm your host, Erin Cummings. Here we're breaking free from the chains of hope and unlocking the power of inspiration within. Get ready to ignite your soul because we're diving deep into the art of letting go, embracing the unknown, and creating a life unburdened by the limitations of hope. Together, we'll uncover the secrets to finding purpose, fueling our passions, and crafting a vibrant existence that sets our hearts on fire. So, are you ready to burn down what's no longer serving you and step into a life driven by possibility? Let's dive in, my friends, and unleash our boundless potential.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to podcast 18. We are in the first Monday in November. I'm not gonna lie. I think we've done this the past few years at this studio. I think that we just go ahead and say fuck it and practice gratitude, because if you're not going to practice gratitude in November when everyone else is doing it, then you're never going to. Honestly, I think it's just one of those things that it's the easy way to practice it. So I want to get started off obviously with a little story per usual. So I have been, in my opinion, kind of struggling parent wise a little bit. I don't know. I think I feel like I've just sucked as a mom lately, and it's just kind of, I don't know. If you're a mom, you 100% know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're not a mom, you also probably know what I'm talking about, because we all kind of talk about this mom guilt thing. And so recently, just with work, school, I have a lot on my plate with a bunch of things. And a lot of just other business stuff I don't actually talk about, which maybe one of these days I will, because I do have a side real estate company that I'm slowly trying to build on its own. Um, and then I have, my yoga studio, and then I'm wanting to actually launch a whole another company. What am I doing? Oh my God. And then, school and my husband and my children and all the things. So I've been feeling like I've just sucked as a mom lately, and it's just not, things are not going well. And they are also at the same time, which is why I think November is the perfect time for gratitude, because if you don't practice it now, when it's low hanging fruit and when it's easy, you won't do it when it's hard. And it's one of those things that just you have to create the habit during the easy times when you don't really think about it, and then otherwise it's not going to happen. So I because of all this stuff that I'm doing and the things that I'm managing and the balls in the air, I have to prioritize stuff. And so sometimes things slip through the cracks. And recently there have been two large school events that has slipped through the cracks, which were the Halloween festivals at both of my kids' schools. We missed both of them, which in reality is good that it's good that both were missed, because then it's oh, if you go from one kid to the other, it's whatever. But we had the yoga studio's birthday celebration, which I was in the thralls of planning. My husband was out of the country, on the other side of the world during this week, the week of that. And then my babysitter that I had scheduled for that day's celebration had canceled. And so my kids had to come to the studio with me for that day. They are very used to this. It's happened a lot. It's going to continue to happen. This isn't new to have them show up. So they know what to do. They know what stuff to bring, snacks, iPads, all the things. They know how to entertain themselves, thankfully, at the studio. Well, we're there, there's lots of stuff going on that day. And come to find out, my son's like FaceTiming one of his buddies. And lo and behold, they are at the Halloween festival that I totally forgot about and thought was the weekend after. Bummer. So my poor daughter comes running to me with these big, huge, sad eyes, like she sometimes uses this on me. And yeah, so very sorry. I felt like crap. Super bummer. And then fast forward again, my husband and I throw this big annual party for both his work and my work. And it has become this like honestly super fun annual tradition that all of us just cut loose and like have such a great time. And it's such a good mix of people. And we all get along so well. Like the two, like the finance bros and the yogis, like we all get along so well. It's actually pretty funny. But we threw this party and they were with my dad during the time. And lo and behold, once again, while they were with my dad, we call him G-Paw, the kids missed the other Halloween festival and a birthday party and something else because I forgot. Like I totally forgot about it. And yeah, and I don't know, I felt like crap about it because obviously it was something my kids really wanted to go to. And then moving forward into the current week that we're in, it's really like the first actual, I would say, fall related week here in Houston. The temperatures were in the high 40s when we woke up this morning. Very exciting for Houston, to be honest with you. Like we get to wear our Ugg boots and our big jackets and our sweatshirts, and it's very exciting. And I do not like the cold, but let me tell you, I love a jacket and I love a coat, and anything fashion that I can like wear winter wise, I'm very excited about. So yeah, I was very happy about the cold weather. I let my kids know 1,000 times that it was going to be cold this week. We get up in the morning. Hey, you guys, it's very cold. Make sure you dress appropriately for school. My son has to wear a uniform, so he can wear uniform shirt that is short sleeves or uniform shirt that is long sleeves, or he can wear uniform shorts, or he can wear uniform pants. And I was like, hey man, you should probably, like pick a long sleeve and a pant situation and make sure you have a jacket, which I made sure to purchase multiple uniform jackets because I figured some would get lost, some would get worn, and some would not. Well, lo and behold, we're in the car on the way to school because I was lazy and didn't want to walk in the cold this morning. Neither one of my kids had jackets on. And I have been feeling like this kind of pull of like kind of sucking as a mom lately and missing these events for my kids and all of this stuff. And I had this moment where I had to like stop and tell myself, my therapist and I work on this a lot. Like I have to like talk to myself and almost parent myself. And I had to stop and just remind myself I am doing the best that I can, and I am doing a good job. And I am grateful for all that my kids actually do listen to. Unfortunately, they just missed the coat memo, and I posted it on my like personal social media, and I was inundated with other moms whose kids refuse to also wear a jacket today. So I actually want to give a huge shout out to all of those people on the pod. I appreciate you kind of helping me feel better and giving me like a solid like, yeah, I see you, mom, us too over here. So thanks for that. But in the point of all of this is I want to talk about how to create gratitude, especially in moments like this where like, this mom stuff comes up a lot for me. And there's definitely other things like being a business owner, a mom. There's a lot of ways in which you can doubt yourself and question your reality and question like, what you're really thinking. And there's a lot of times that like we all do lie to ourselves in our heads, and creating a gratitude practice can really help unwind all of that. There are studies that show that creating a gratitude practice can actually like help your emotional well-being. Like there's a huge impact on your brain and your emotional well-being, and creating a gratitude practice can boost your mental health. And so once again, when everyone else is practicing gratitude and talking about gratitude and 'tis the season and blah, 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 it's so cliche, but like lean the fuck in, because if you're not going to practice it during the low hanging fruit time to actually do it, you're never going to. So I think it's like, originally it was stated that it was like 21 days to create a habit, but realistically it's about 2 months worth to create a habit. But I have found, if you can like habit stack, so partner a new habit on top of a habit that you're already doing so that it kind of can catch on quicker, that's the best way to create a new habit, in my opinion. That's what works best for me. I am not a researcher or a scientist or a doctor. I'm just a girl with a mic. So, but I can tell you, like, as someone who really is focused on their growth and like creating systems and trying to do the best that I can and be productive and create success, like that is the system that works best for me. So I want to tell you 5 ways to create gratitude in your everyday life during November when it's super cliche but easy to do. So get your pencils ready. So 5 ways to practice gratitude. The first one is creating your gratitude journal. There are journals out there that you can actually purchase that already have all of this done for you. You don't need to, or you can just get like a notebook and do it, or you can use like your notes app on your iPhone or whatever device you are currently listening to this podcast on. And I have found, and I've like kind of looked at the research on this, that realistically, the best time to do your gratitude journal is either in the morning, if you're like already journaling, already meditating, do it then, or you do it at night right before you go to bed. So this is like the last thing that you would do before you go to sleep. It's a good way to A, start your day, or B, end your day. And once you have a few kind of pages complete or days complete, you can actually go back and reflect on your days, which in my opinion, I think is an incredible thing to do. It can really just solidify like all the things that you're doing and all the things that you're grateful for. And I don't know, it always makes me feel better if I can like flip back through and like help me remember things. And it's like, okay, I'm doing the best I can. And, you know, I'm pushing myself and I'm grateful for, you know, all that I have. The second way to create gratitude is to speak your gratitude. I did it just a little bit ago on this podcast, like telling people, thank you. I'm grateful for you. I think just as much as we don't tell everyone that we love them as much as we need to, it's the same thing about gratitude. Like we don't tell everyone how much that they mean to us and how they impact our lives and how grateful we are for them. I think too, like for me, I look up to a bunch of people that have no idea who I am, you know, like kind of our heroes and our, you know, people that we look up to and our mentors and stuff like that. Like I listen to other podcasts, I read other people's books, I watch other people's companies, and I'm continually inspired by like this set group of people. And, you know, I'm very grateful for that. And, you know, I can text them all day long and they have no idea who I am. But I think sometimes like reaching out and just saying, I always do that when, like some people that I follow, like do the ask me anything tags on Instagram. I always put in there, hey, I don't have a question, but I just want to tell you that I look up to you and I'm super, super grateful for all that you share and all that you do. I appreciate you. And I really like doing that. And I usually, sometimes I'll get a response, and it's always fun to get a response from like an entrepreneur that I look up to. And I don't know, it's super cool. So make sure you're speaking your gratitude, whether it's to your kids, your spouse, your friends, your cat, your grandma. Sorry about the grandmas this past couple episodes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to kind of rewind, go back to the mob boss episode. The third way to create gratitude is to create a gratitude meditation practice. This is one of those habit stacking things. If you already have a meditation practice, you probably have done a gratitude meditation. If not, a good way to incorporate a gratitude meditation in your everyday life is to do the meditation right after you do something else. So maybe like before you put your clothes on in the morning, have a moment to sit in silence, close your eyes, kind of turn off the outside world, and then, think about all that you're grateful for. There are specific gratitude meditations that you can do, such as like a mantra meditation with gratitude as the theme, or even like a loving kindness meditation. I think we've talked about this before. I'm a very visual person. So I like to visualize like the person that I am grateful for. And I kind of, do the yogi thing where you like send them the good vibes. And I don't know. It's one of those things like I don't know if sending someone my energy does anything, but I'd like to think that like if it actually does do something, I'd rather do that than not. You know what I mean? Like, what if it actually does? Like, but what if me sending energy to that person, like, actually does do something for them? So you can do that where you like visualize the person in front of you, almost like you're telling them what you really want to tell them, like that you're grateful for them, and then kind of like sit in a moment where you're with that person, in meditation, and then you can like switch to the next person. So we've talked about creating your gratitude, speaking your gratitude, meditating on your gratitude. Two more. Number 4, seeing your gratitude. So maybe you struggle with creating a meditation. Maybe you don't want to journal. Maybe you're one of those like tactile visual people where you need to like touch and see and feel and do all those things. So a good way to practice gratitude, if you're like that, can be through like sticky notes or gratitude reminders throughout your day. So if you're on your computer, maybe scheduling a few like reminders to pop up about creating your gratitude practice, or leaving yourself sticky notes about what you're grateful for. Maybe if you're struggling with something, putting a sticky note on your mirror as you're getting ready in the morning with, being grateful for something. All of these things can truly, the science is there. You can truly change the mindset and the impact on your brain by having these gratitude practices. And, I struggle with my mental health a lot. And so having this time to really look forward to create a gratitude practice does really help boost me during the holidays, because, I've had some family struggles. And like the holidays can be really hard, and Mother's Day can be really hard, and my birthday can sometimes be really hard. But, creating this gratitude practice, especially during the holidays, kind of can help fight that like doom and gloom and darkness that like a lot of us deal with. I'm not saying it's your cure, but I am saying that you can actively help yourself change your mindset with these tools. The last way to create gratitude is to make your own gratitude, which would be to create random acts of kindness. I think random acts of kindness are a great way to showcase your gratitude and create future gratitude for you and other people. I love to tell someone when they look great. When I see a super cute outfit on someone, I love to tell them that they look great. Like, why not? Like, how is that going to, how would that hurt your day to be like, damn girl, your skirt is so cute. You're wearing the hell out of it. Why not? That person feels great. You can be inspired by her outfit, all of those kind of fun things. I read on, because everything we read on social media is true. I read on social media that like, you're really not supposed to do the pay it forward thing at Starbucks and buy the person behind you in line a coffee. The baristas would rather you tip them instead of the pay it forward thing. I don't know. I've never had an interview with a barista to ask them if that's true or false. So maybe ask your local Starbucks barista what they think about that. And then you can kind of go from there. I don't think it's harmful to buy someone a coffee, nor do I think it's harmful to tip someone extra. But I do think if you have the funds available, and it's not going to hinder your personal like monthly budget, maybe adding an extra $5 or $10 to your tip amount, if you go out to eat, or maybe just, a couple percentage points to your tip if you're like, tipping your barista or your, grocery shopper or whatever. I think that's like a good way to create random acts of kindness. for sure. So as you're moving through this month, we're definitely going to talk about gratitude because it's easy, and you might as well stop making your life hard for 1 month and just take the easy road and practice gratitude with me this month. So you're creating a gratitude journal, you're speaking your gratitude, you're meditating, you're seeing your gratitude, or you're making your own gratitude. So maybe pick one or do one of the 5, a different, and let me know how it goes. I want you to know, like, you can't just hope that this habit happens. Like you're gonna have to have the willpower to do it. So like the fuck hope moment here is like, you're not just going to be grateful because like you're a nice person. Like you're going to be grateful because you have to create a gratitude practice. It's not just like, oh, I'm thankful. You have to actually like seek out the willpower to create the practice in order to do the like development and emotional well-being of change on your brain. This isn't just like, oh, I'm putting on my shoes, I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? Like you need to put in some sort of effort into creating this practice, into creating a habit. And I'm telling you, like, because it's November and that's what everyone does and it's Thanksgiving, it will be much easier to do than to just wait until some random other ass month during the like year, like March, when no one else is talking about gratitude. So you might as well start now, not tomorrow, now. Tomorrow you will continue to wait forever to practice gratitude. So start today, start now with a gratitude practice, and let me know what you choose. You can DM me on Instagram at Erin Runs an Empire, or you can email me at info@erincummings.com. And I would love to hear what you're choosing and how you choose to practice gratitude. So thanks so much. Stay courageous, capable, and strong. And I will chat with you next Monday.
Thanks for listening to Unburdened by Hope. Go to your favorite podcast app, hit that subscribe button, and leave us a review. If you got something out of our show, I'd love to hear from you. Send me your favorite takeaway or any questions you may have to info@erincummings.com. You may even just hear the answer in a future episode. Remember, you are courageous, you are capable, you are strong. It's up to you to create what's possible.